This video will teach you how to address the error that tells you that a certain sprinkler with a given ID and design area ID does not exist in the pipe table. The root cause of this error is that a sprinkler node defined in our design area over here is no longer accessible via the pipe network. So there's a couple different things that could happen for this to occur. The first thing I would check, and I'll go into a 3D view for this, I'll just hide the walls here, is whether everything I expect to be connected in the model is connected, and you can do that through the reachable pipes command, color reachable pipes, and this is a quick way to diagnose where you may have some potential disconnects on the system. Another thing you can do is use the Open UI or View Design Area buttons to help hone in on actually what sprinkler is causing this issue. So you can see in our error message here, it says sprinkler ID 3 is what's giving us the problem. So obviously you can see from the reachable pipes that there is a disconnect here, so a few of these sprinklers are going to have this issue. But I can go to my design area table, I can find the ID column, and then the row that corresponds with the one called out down here, and that's telling me that S103 is what's giving me my issue. So if I go to my floor plan here, for example, I can see that it's this sprinkler head right here that I'm asking it to flow, but it can't find in the table. You can also use the locate button, which is this little blue marker icon right here, and when you click on that, it'll take you to the actual sprinkler object that we're encountering the issue on. So to address this, if it is just a situation of you having a sprinkler that's been disconnected or a path to a sprinkler that's been disconnected, you can then just reconnect it up. So to do that here, I'll just use the pipe to fitting command, grab the pipe, grab the fitting. It's now reconnected, and I can go back to vCalc, run the trace pipe command to update the piping network, and you can see that that has resolved my problem for me. Another thing that could occur is that you basically move or swap out a sprinkler head. So here, if I were to get rid of that head, reconnect it up, and then if I were to go run the trace pipe command again, it's going to tell me again, hey, sprinkler ID 3 does not exist in the pipe table, now that that element is no longer exists in the model. If I go and try to do a locate on that, it's not actually going to take me anywhere because that element doesn't exist anymore. And then even if I were to go and run a create similar, drop one over here, and then connect it up. So I'll just go to vDesign, connect it in. It's not perfectly in line, but that's fine. But even in this situation, when I go run trace pipe, you'll see that I still have the same error because that problematic sprinkler still exists in the design area. So if you have actually gotten rid of a sprinkler, you could come into this dialog here under View Design Areas and remove it, and click Yes, and this would apply to the desktop version as well, at which point we do have results. But again, you're not calculating every sprinkler in this area anymore because this one isn't present. So you could then go create a new design area, or you could manually add that sprinkler in. So I can go tag all sprinklers. I can see that this one was called S36 in this Revit model. So I can then go and say, okay, S36 is now also flowing with the same characteristics, and then I'm going to have results again and just some different naming schemes. So the same concept exists in the desktop version. You would just come to the Design Areas tab. It's all the same information as the View Design Areas button, and you would troubleshoot it through the same exact steps. Basically, you're missing a node in that situation, so you've deleted a pipe section or something, and it's no longer possible to reach that specific node that you asked us to flow. So that concludes how you would go about debugging that. If you do come here and you don't see your ID in the column here, you would just go to any other design areas that you have. So here I'm on DA1, but if I had multiple design areas, I would just go between the different ones until I found the corresponding sprinkler ID, and then I could match that up with what the problem I'm experiencing is.